Hello, I'm Dr Gareth Moore.
And I'm Laura Jane Eyre.
And we're puzzle and brain training authors, but in this video we are going to be solving this, I hope, rather than writing puzzles, that's for sure. This is called the Cursed Labyrinth.
Ooh.
And it is from Exit the Game. And we've solved quite a few Exit the Game videos before.
We like
Which
them.
you can find elsewhere on our channel. There are now about 7 or so, I think, that we are yet to do.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there are 7 that we've done. I was like, we've done so many more than that.
7.
Loads.
And this is one of them. Otherwise, this would be a very pointless video, really. So there we go, the Cursed Labyrinth, which, as you can see, I very neatly took the cling film
Puzzle
off.
number 1.
Right.
Complete.
Open the box. And inside is some information and instructions about the game and some other bits and pieces. But should we start by having a look at the instructions?
Fire. Woman. Yes, let's do that.
That what it says?
Yes, it just says woman.
Well, I'm glad they explained
thank
that.
goodness. I wouldn't have recognised
What is the game about?
Well, it's funny you should ask.
And it doesn't actually really, it doesn't really answer, does it? And now you have the remaining time to yourselves. We recommend taking a walk through the beautifully designed garden of the Dark Castle.
Spooky.
Be sure not to miss the stone labyrinth. The castle owner had a real passion for mythology. Then let's meet back at the bus. Don't be late.
A stone labyrinth. You don't come across many of those, do you?
No, I
On your
don't.
travels?
I feel that this has dropped us into the story. It's been dramatic,
I think it is.
isn't
I think it's probably carrying on from the back of the box, which gives you ever so slightly a tiny amount of context, which is that you're on a tour of a historic castle.
Oh, you're right. During a tour of an historic castle, your attention is diverted to an intriguing labyrinth in the middle of the garden. Towering walls separate it. As you pass through the old iron gate in amazement, the sky darkens and the wind begins to pick up, and with a loud clang, the antique iron gate slams shut behind you. You try to open it, but it's locked, and you're trapped. Only while working together will you escape. Now, if you're playing this on your own, that working together bit is problematic.
It's cruel. Yeah.
Finally, the labyrinth. You've heard so many stories about the mythical creatures living inside and the people who have disappeared there without a trace.
Oh.
But your tour guide stops you.
I actually hadn't heard those stories, so good
Where does the tour guide
good to have
come
a refresh.
from?
I don't know.
On your way to the labyrinth, this might come in handy. He hastily presses a strange disc. That's going to be in our box, isn't it?
Into your hand. There it is.
This is it. A strange disc into your hand. We'll come to the disc later. With a somewhat queasy feeling, because of what you ate for lunch, you are on your way and soon find yourselves gazing at the impressive dimensions of the vast stone wonder. The walls must be at least 12 feet tall.
That is tall.
As you walk through the entrance, the sky turns dark. I hope it's not going to rain, you think. Suddenly, someone from your group cries out, "Look at that ugly gargoyle!" He patronisingly pats you on... Oh, no, not you. He patronisingly pats the stone creature on the nose.
I thought that's what that was going for.
With a loud thud, the entrance closes and you hear an eerie voice. Only if you can work together to solve all the riddles in time will you be able to escape and break the curse of the labyrinth. If not, you'll remain my prisoners forever.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I'll have you for lunch.
I really thought it was going to be a look at that ugly gargoyle and they were going to be talking about us. And
That would be a bit harsh.
gutted in advance.
So there it is. This is the labyrinth we're
That's
in.
the labyrinth. Does it go all the way around the side of the box?
Maybe.
No,
there is stuff on the side of the
there
box.
is stuff on the side of the box. Oh yeah, there's a shield, there's a sword.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
I'm probably going to use that.
I thought there was a
imagine.
moustache, but I think it's actually a bow and arrow, which makes
So
way
these
more
are
sense.
instructions on how to play exit games, or in particular this exit game, but they do tend to be the same. So we won't read these instructions, but what we will do is explain how the game works as we go.
As we
And
will.
what we will mostly do is jump ahead to the end of this book where it tells you how to start, because that does vary between exit games. And in this one it says, the game begins by starting the stopwatch and opening the book and starting on page 2.
Okay.
We hope you have a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Well, there we go.
I hope we do too.
In the box, we
Huzzah.
have, as well as this decoder disc, which we're going to use as we solve puzzles, we have the book,
Which will demonstrate for you seamlessly.
some bits and pieces, which they sometimes call strange items,
Strange objects.
which we will need in due course, and the game will tell us when to take them. There's also
A drawing
an
pin.
actual sharp pin and some pictures in the box.
Beware.
But more importantly, there is the deck of cards, which we need to
Start with
use to
that.
make progress in the game.
Start with that.
So I need to open these first. So inside the deck, there are 3 types of card, if I can eventually get inside it.
10 years later.
Yes, that's a lot of cards. So there are riddle
Oh
cards.
my
Get rid of this. It just says don't read, don't
says
go looking
stop.
through. They're riddle cards, which you get as you progress
There's
through
no
the story.
Z this time, no
and they
Z.
often contain bits of puzzles. And then, well, they always do, let's be honest. And then there are the answer cards, which contain story bits, and they also tell you whether you're right or wrong as you go. And then there are help cards. 2 hints, 2 hint cards, and a solution for each puzzle, because the puzzles are identified with shapes. I was going to throw that away, but maybe we should keep it.
I think we probably
So
should.
just to start on page
2. So what have we got here? We've got
this
fire,
is the cover, yeah. What have we got on the cover? It
seal,
says,
labyrinth, woman, goblin, tooth.
interesting, the tooth there.
Tooth
on the
rolling on
back,
the whole face.
we've
Ooh,
got
dragon, bear, twig, rose, bow, dwarf, treasure, thread.
Well, there we go.
Fines.
Right, let's open the book and see what's
Such
inside.
fun. I wonder what that's all about.
All right, maybe I'll zoom out first of all.
Let's zoom out a
So
little bit.
page 2 is here, right? But I assume
There is.
it means and 3. And we can see it says
assuming it
here,
means
stop.
and 3.
Do not turn the page until you have solved this riddle.
Okay.
And this means we can take riddle card A.
It does.
And the triangle identifies the puzzle. But also we have this text. Loud laughter echoes from the walls. There was much of an echo in that. You look around in terror. Who's there? You stutter like a sheep, apparently. Although I have to say, aren't you on a tour?
No.
I'm confused. Where did the tour go?
No, I think the tour's ended and we've been locked in.
Oh,
now.
I see. I missed that bit of the story.
Yeah.
Then you see the stone gargoyle in front of you move. This is it.
There he is.
Who are you to mock the keeper of the labyrinth with such arrogance? He hisses. Now you have brought the labyrinth to life and will have to wander between its walls for all eternity. It's not long. Its exit portal has never before been opened. Few have ever even found it. Solve my riddles and you may pass. But you definitely can't go out the way you came in. And the way forward? Well, see about that. These words are immediately followed by more laughter, which seems to resound between the walls incessantly. Indeed, there is no going forward here. There's not a single passageway to be found. Just behind the gargoyle, there is a strange wall with a line winding down it. In his hand, the gargoyle holds strange red cards. A lot of strange things, aren't there?
So strange.
What could be written upon it?
I don't know.
Only we could find... Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
Right. So it is some bricks, isn't it?
Sure is.
And on those bricks, we see various things. We
Do
see
they
1,
match up
3, 8,
beautifully?
12. And a sword, a flaming torch, a bull's head, a bow, an arrow, and a flame. And we also have pictures of lines going back and forth on the bricks on here, which suggests that we're reading them in a particular order.
It does, doesn't it?
So for every puzzle in an exit game, you have a symbol. This one is the triangle, and you need a 3-digit code underneath. Once you put in the 3-digit code, it tells you to take one of these answer cards, which then tells you if you're right or possibly wrong. It tells you if you're definitely wrong or possibly right, to be more precise. So what are we doing here, Laura?
Great question. I just wondered if there's anything on the other side of this. Not really. Right. Yeah.
Well, there are 4 rows of bricks here and 4 rows of bricks here. So is there some way of selecting certain
definitely
things?
does that. If we're just following the same
Yeah, or we
path.
could follow the line from the top left. There's no reason to start at the bottom right.
That's true.
is
We
it?
could start there.
So what are these symbols got to do with anything?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they don't match up either. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So those numbers correspond with how you would travel to them.
Yeah,
So
they
that's
tell us how
starting
to
at
order
1.
it.
So...
Yes, you're right. If you count every one of the blocks, then you have numbered. Fine. So that's what the numbers are for.
Okay.
So we need to select 3 symbols, and those 3 symbols in that order, presumably. No, this is nonsense because we need numbers.
We do need numbers.
So we've got.
So maybe we're looking for these 3 symbols.
4.
Oh, look. There's some fire here.
Oh,
There's a torch here. And we're probably looking for another one. And then we'll take the numbers that those correspond to.
yes. Or maybe one of them is because an arrow. Maybe one of them is a 2-digit number. So we've got flame, and then we've got flame, and then we've got a torch.
Great.
So the flame is a 2-digit number, isn't it?
So it's this one.
Which is,
Yeah.
was it 20?
13, 14.
Oh, it's 14. So we've got 1, 4, and then the torch, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Yeah.
So we've got 1, 4, 6, we think.
1, 4, 6.
Great.
What do you reckon?
I think that's right.
Shall I be in charge of the decoder disc?
Yes, 1, 4,
Exciting.
6, we reckon.
What are we doing? We're on a triangle here. Importantly, that is the symbol
Yes.
that we're working with. Right, we're going 1, 4, 6.
And
that
it tells
gives
us, here it gives us a 9. It's upside down on the screen,
upside
clearly.
down, but
But it's
now
a
it's the
9.
right way up.
So now we take answer card 9. And if we're possibly right, it will show us a list of places we may have seen the code.
Which is the
And we saw
gargoyle
it on
top
the gargoyle
left.
here. In fact, in this case, it has the symbols on. Not all exit games have the symbols on the
Yes.
pictures, and then you have to be extra careful.
To figure that out.
You can't answer a puzzle until you've seen the thing it's on. That's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that is correct. And congratulations, the gargoyle seems to be pleased. Although it didn't sound like he'd be happy if we did it before, did he?
I don't know, you might be on our team.
It grins broadly at you. Is it a sympathetic grin? It's hard to tell in the twilight. Then it touches the wall with its right hand. It immediately dissolves and opens a path into the
I
labyrinth.
presume that's the wall, not the gargoyle.
I'll give you both. But you've barely taken a few steps before you hear a scratching sound from your right. Most likely rats.
Oh,
You
gross.
quickly run on. Keep in mind that you are never allowed to enter a passageway with rats. Okay?
All right.
Take riddle card B from the stack and the strange gargoyle item. So it hasn't gone. And turn to pages 4 and 5.
Okay, great. So it looks like we're taking the riddle cards in order.
Alphabetical order so far.
Yeah. which is often a feature of the kind of earlier games, I think. Things happen in...
The easier games, not earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
So it's ranked, this one's ranked 2 out of 5.
2 circles out of 5 circles.
My observations, they mostly concern the linearity of the objects you take.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to press out on here.
There are.
All of these bits
How exciting. Gotta line those up.
So presumably we're lining them up or sliding things through them.
I think it's probably the latter, isn't it?
Probably.
So who knows?
Now, even though we've already just taken this now, it's not a guarantee that we're going to use it right away, as I just said.
Although,
maybe we will.
It does tend to be the feature that the easier the game,
the more likely you are to use something right away. I don't know if that applies to the strange items.
Strange.
Is there only one purple?
Strange.
Yes, there's only one purple. There's nothing else to press out.
What will be the meaning of that?
Right, so we pressed all these things out.
We have.
Right.
Ooh, lots going on there. Let's have a look at this first. Then
okay. So there's a bit of a picture of a door. Suddenly you are standing before a gate. Okay, gate then, whatever. Cool. To the right of the gate there is a waterfall. That's this, I think.
Lovely, with all those colours we've just revealed.
Rushing down a rocky wall. A stone gargoyle is guarding it with a threatening gaze. This might get even more fun, you think. But this gargoyle doesn't speak.
Oh.
Instead, water spews from its mouth and down the rocky outcroppings.
All right.
So we've got that view here, and then riddle card B.
Riddle card B.
From the gargoyle's smiling head, waters flow from purple to red. Take the pencil, follow the path, and draw upon the water bath. When finally the spring runs dry, you'll know just what to do and why.
Great, so Gareth, if you could explain why.
Well, first of all,
works.
we're obviously aligning this on top of here because there's not a coincidence, obviously.
That's not.
This is exactly the same width. So there's also colours here. So it's possible we either have 5 separate positions of the thing and we do something with it in each location, or possibly we find one location which fits in with everything. But if I were to put the purple here, we can definitely match that up there, and then there's some relevance to this.
Okay. I think that's the step we're missing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you can. There's horizontal purple and yellow ones.
There are horizontal purple and yellow.
Is this double-sided? Not really. Not in a meaningful way. But for the reds, you feel it would have to go that way and maybe that way, but that doesn't really help. And what is the importance of this?
What are the symbols all about?
Yeah, they could be things we're drawing, and then presumably they involve. I suspect we draw something, and then the symbols we draw, we find the intersection of the symbols, and they give us numbers. And we've drawn them from top to bottom. So I think we are drawing through here somehow. It says, take the pencil, follow the path, and draw upon the water bath. When finally the spring runs dry, you'll know just what to do and why. Well, you would suggest you start from the top, wouldn't it? So maybe if I align the purple with there, though, what am I drawing? I can't just draw each shape on its thing because, I mean, like, for example, let's look at the blue. You'd think that maybe you rest them on them. And then draw
it's just
those
the placement
colours.
of this thing, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to...
Maybe it's where, it's his mouth. I'm such a nitwit.
Oh, no, you're not.
So I line it on the purple. Yeah. I line it on the purple and draw in the purple box, yes? Yeah. And then line the mouth on the yellow.
Yeah.
And draw in the yellow boxes. Yeah. I just didn't see the mouth had a hole. I must have pressed it out, but I'd forgotten I did it, apparently. And then we line it with the blue. I don't
think I'd clocked that his mouth
was hollow, nor did I. I'm so confident I'm correct. I'm not even going to be checking this as I go. I'm just going to do all of them.
Love that.
And then we're going to have a look at it afterwards. And hopefully we shall see combinations of these symbols.
I agree.
And those will then allow us to extract the answers. Now,
this
it's orange there. Well, there's no orange. Is that meant to be red?
I think it's meant to be red. This has happened before.
It's orange in reality. Ooh. So we've written that, which looks a bit like woo, but I think what we actually have is this symbol intersecting with this symbol to give us a 4.
So 4, yeah.
We've got 4. And then we've got a U, which I think is...
I think it might be this one.
I think it's this one, in fact, intersecting with... Oh, yes. Well, it could be. I was thinking maybe it's made of the bit way I drew it, but no, you're right. It's that and that, isn't it? It's 9. I'm trying to draw that at a weird angle.
Shiny, shiny.
So that was a 4, even though I've written on it. It's now hard to see. 4, 9. And then this is this bar on the right, and this bit at the top, I guess, do you think? So makes it 3, 3, I think.
4, 9, 3?
I think we've got 4, 9, 3 there.
Great. And then we're putting that in under the hexagon.
Yeah.
I assume we're going from left to right in the order.
Oh, look, here's the mouth. It fell out by itself.
There it is.
Right.
4,
9, 3.
9, 3. And that gives us 10.
Right, let's have a look at 10 and see if that's possibly correct. If it is, we'll have that list of options to choose from. Where do we see it?
Ooh.
Well, it is a
So on the waterfall.
hexagon, and we know this is the hexagon, which is helpful because I didn't really recognise that.
Yeah, it's
it's showing the gate.
not the waterfall. Yeah. Okay, 17. So we are kind of going in order that we find them on the answer card, which is helpful.
Awesome, the old gate opens.
Awesome.
Just as you're about to continue on your way, you see the corridor beyond the gate splits again.
Ooh.
3 paths. When did it split before?
3
paths proceed from there. Your despair slowly mounts. Which is the right one? And why is there so much junk lying around?
I don't know.
Do not turn to the next page in the book.
Okay, thank you.
Take riddle cards C and D, remove the white edge and put them together appropriately. Then take riddle card E.
All right.
All right, we'll do that.
Let's do it. So we're not turning to the next page.
Yeah.
We're just going to have C, D, and E.
All right, so C, D and E. What's this cutting white out bits?
Well, I'm guessing that they go next to each other like that.
Oh, right, sorry. I zoomed in at the time,
Sorry,
same time
yeah.
you did that.
I'm guessing they just live on top of each other.
Why do we need to cut the white bit off?
I'm not sure, just so that they're unified, I suppose. I mean, I don't feel like it's absolutely necessary.
I feel I should follow instructions. I mean, this is going to make such a difference to my understanding of this puzzle.
Cheeky.
There we go. Well, it looks nicer, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
Maybe we don't need this bit
Should
anymore.
we sellotape them together to really complete the...
Sure, to complete the story.
Although, if we have to draw on it, then...
You can draw on this tape.
Can you?
Yeah, magic tape,
Special
right?
Magic drawing tape, great.
Right. Which path will be the right one here? The bat, the dragon, or the starfish path? So there's 3 options. And, well, there's a star and a fish. Is that relevant? I mean, there's literally a fish and a star. So we've got the starfish. Dragon. There's not 2 things that make a dragon, is there? A bat is a rat with a bee. Yeah, that's not necessarily helpful. So we've got a snake, a star, a key, a sword, a map, a torch, or whatever you want to call it, a helmet, I guess. What do you call these? It's not a mace, is it? Well, we both think mace, perhaps it is it. A coin.
There is an 8.
Yeah, a fish and a rat. Maybe the joining them together is important. But if so, why?
This is maybe a bit conceptual, but do you think, like, snake and fire are meant to be like a dragon?
Ooh,
And the
no, I
star
think
and the
you're right.
fish are meant to be a fish?
Yes, it says remove the white edge and put them together appropriately. Yeah, I don't know why you have to remove the white edge. I think you're right.
I'm assuming, because we're going to need to...
So star and fish go together, right? To make starfish.
Yeah.
And
Well, they've got numbers next to them.
snake and flame make dragon.
But then what makes a bat?
Oh, it's a flying rat, isn't it?
Yeah, but what's the flying?
I don't know.
Also, dragon has horns. So, like, I think maybe this isn't correct.
Or maybe, well, dragons, they have to have horns. Maybe we put everything together and there's one object left over. Wait. So we need to pick an exit, it says, but also we need a 3-digit number. So how do we know what that 3-digit number is?
Yeah.
Maybe we're not really picking an exit, we're just finding a 3-digit
I was
number.
gonna think, can I have a look on that map? I'm just going to put it up close to my face, see if there's anything
Which
on it.
path will be the right one here?
Actually, it looks like a pirate's treasure
So
map.
the bat is on the left, the dragon is in the middle, and the starfish is on the right.
Why would there be a starfish? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's the famous stone maze
Classic,
starfish
terrifying
of
starfish from the deep.
Yeah, of myth, of
I
legend.
really don't know what we're doing here.
No, I don't know. It's batty.
The fact that there is a star and a fish is obviously
Ooh,
quite...
is it on the box? Because we saw there was a maze on the box.
Oh, well, there was something, but there was like a shield and a bow. Oh, yeah, there's a hammer. Oh, there's all sorts. And a sword.
There's a cutlass, a hammer in the maze there. What about on the other sides? Oh, there's a battle axe. Down here,
There's loads.
there's a mace. If we're calling it a mace.
Not quite the same, though,
That
is
looks
it?
like the front on bit of it's a shield. And on this side, it's not the same. No, there's a trident, and it's out of focus. But there's like
Another shield.
a green shield. And on the bottom of the box,
There's a snake there. Don't know if that's relevant.
I
snake
think
there
it's
as
a
well.
picture that where.
There.
Oh, here you're right.
And there's also stuff on the lid.
What's on the lid?
So there's a shield there, another knife, and the moustache.
And a bow and arrow.
Yeah. Well, just a bow, actually. No arrow.
Oh.
Huh.
And what about in the booklet? I don't think there was anything in the booklet, was there?
Lots of stuff.
I don't think this is helping. I think there's a puzzle. I think there's a puzzle
I think there's a separate puzzle.
Which probably gets you to count weapons on the box and shields on the box.
Starfish, you're right about though.
That can't be a coincidence.
Is it just 102?
Whoa. Oh, do you think because starfish is the only thing that's there?
That matches.
And it's just 102? It's a bit weak.
Do you try it?
Let's try it.
Why not?
It's an L.
If it, I hope this isn't right, because I don't think that's...
Right.
Puzzly. That gives us 14.
102 under the L is 14. We are zoomed in. No, I don't feel that's fair, but maybe. It could be right.
So
that doesn't mean it is right.
So take 26.
Oh, it's on this picture here. Take 26.
What do we reckon?
I reckon. I hope it's wrong. Do you think we worked that out correctly?
I don't know. Should we have a look at the solution just to make sure?
Once you've worked out the answer is the starfish, it makes sense to take 102 because it's a star and a fish.
Yeah.
But are you supposed to work out that the answer is the starfish and therefore the answer is 102?
It's nothing else?
Or are you supposed to do what we did, which is just observe it's the only one you can combine? Is there some other method?
Let's have a look at the answer card. I want to know because we've solved it now.
Yeah, well,
I don't think there is another method.
Well, there might be.
It doesn't seem very puzzly,
There's a
though.
picture here, right? Maybe you're meant to say, well, I don't like bats because they're scary. I don't like dragons because they're big. And starfishes aren't going to hurt me.
Did you know that 1/5 of all the mammals in the world is bats?
That's batty.
Batty. Love bats.
Is that really true?
I hope so. I've just said it out loud. I believe so.
You went very northern Yorkshire then.
I wonder why.
There are 3 paths shown on the middle card A, but only one is the right one. I mean, it's literally the right one. Do you think that's it?
Which path would be the right one?
Well, it's the one to the right.
Starfish, yeah.
I feel that's a bit unfair. That's the connection. The objects lying around, C and D, have something to do with it. A coin, a key, a fish, a sword. Yep. All right. How can you associate them with the paths? The bat path, the dragon path, the starfish path. We did that. Try naming all the objects in order, one after the other. There are only 2 of them that will have any particular significance. Is this literally it?
It really is starfish.
Oh, wow. 2 of them have a special role, the star and the fish. Only 2 things will let you form the name of a path, the star and the fish. Oh, bless his little puzzle's heart.
I'm not sure about that, guys.
Okay, well, there we go. I mean, it's really as basic as it seemed. It's a starfish path and it's 12. Okay, so there we go. 102.
I feel like that would have been fine as the first puzzle.
Well, I don't know.
But we've just done other things that are more complicated, so it feels intrinsically wrong. Anyway.
Very good. You take the starfish path.
There we go.
Soon you come to a fork where someone's having a dinner. Oh, no. Soon you come to a fork where a goblin stands guard with a spear, gazing at you darkly. Oh, no. Go away! No getting through here! Okay, you think, and keep going straight. At the next fork, you spend all that time agonising over where to go, but then you're just like, no, I'm going to go straight. Anyway. Okay, you think. At the next fork, to your horror, it's crawling with nothing but spiders. Keep in mind, you are never allowed to enter a passageway with goblins or spiders.
Or rats.
Well, yes, you're right. Do you have to remember this?
I think so, maybe. Should we write this down?
Well, we'll remember, won't we?
Absolutely not.
All right. Goblin. Rat. Spider. It actually says spiders. So presumably a singular spider's fine. Or it's saying with goblins. You turn to the left and suddenly I'm being sarcastic, I don't think it means that. You turn to the left and suddenly find yourselves in front of a collection of furniture. Yes, you've come to IKEA. That's why it's a giant labyrinth.
Oh my gosh, that would be such a good escape room game.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh, we should make that.
On the floor there is an image of a room. The furniture needs to be moved there, but where is this room? I mean, I'm in it, no?
Take middle card F and stack and the 8 strange items from the edge of the table.
Okay, I guess it explained that in the instruction book.
Maybe it did.
Is it all of these things?
I think so. Are there 8 of them?
There's this is presumably a tabletop, I'm guessing from the context.
I guess so too.
And then we have this, whatever that is, a piece of disc.
Platter.
Oh, it's furniture, right? Chairs.
Yeah, we're in IKEA.
2 chairs, yeah.
Can you imagine an escape room game that was actually Escape IKEA?
I mean, to be honest, I feel
I
I'm playing
love IKEA.
I feel I'm playing that whenever I go to IKEA. Well, it always starts off and you're having a great time. And then after a bit, you realise you've been wandering for an hour and you're exhausted. And you realise you've not even gone a third of the way through. You haven't even gone to downstairs yet.
That is the joy of IKEA. It's an endurance sport.
And then you go to the meatball section and it's not so bad.
This video is not sponsored by IKEA, but if you wanted to reach out. And then we've got one more. One more. Right.
I've just been building a load of IKEA furniture, so I'm not criticising IKEA. Right, there we go.
We've got 8 objects there, do we reckon?
Oh, I haven't counted.
Get rid of our starfish pack.
Have you counted?
Should we do that? Let's put that back. Right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's good. And then we just need riddle card F. Ooh.
Where's the 8th one? It's off the side of the screen, yeah.
Don't panic. Nobody panic.
Ah. I think that's we're recreating the room.
Guess so.
Yeah, and it's going to make the shapes of some numbers, right?
I guess so.
So let's put this up the top. And we've obviously got the Greek dudes, whoever they are, holding up this column at the top. And we've got the chairs below it.
Here. Oh, it's a chest, not a table. Oh, it's the top of a
And the sword there.
column.
And Moses basket there.
Just basket, really.
It's like a coffin, I would say. And now we've finished.
And now Gareth's going to explain
how it works. Well, maybe they touch for a start. Maybe they don't touch. Do you reckon they touch in that picture? The column definitely goes there, doesn't it? And that definitely goes slightly to the side. Down there.
Did it definitely say don't turn the page?
Yes. So I think that probably the gaps are relevant, maybe? Because I don't see how else we're taking numbers. I mean, this could be a 0, right, around here. And this could be a 8. And then this could be a...
9.
Yeah, it's a 9, isn't it? If we were to put a border around the outside, then we've got a 9 on the left, a 0 in the middle, and on this side, we have an 8. There's 9, 0, 8, right? Perhaps we were supposed to lay out in the box.
I wonder that. The box does have stuff in it, but I don't think that's relevant. I think that's meant to be the sky.
Stars.
Yeah, I
You're
think
right.
that's for later on.
I mean, there is a lid. There's another lid to the box. There's another side to the box as well here. Obviously, it's not that. No, I don't think it really... Oh, maybe it does. I take this out.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a
the door,
star.
which is what we're looking for.
So what we're actually meant to do is...
Put them all in there.
Lay them in there. Then it's even more clearly... There's a hole here as well. It's even going to more clearly say 908, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. There we go. 908.
Oh, that was nice.
On the star puzzle, yeah.
Love that.
Right, okay. Well, there we go.
IKEA skills really coming in handy there.
Very handy.
Right. 9, 0, 8. And that gives us 13.
Just clear some space here. 13, you say?
13. Unlucky for some, but actually usually it's quite lucky. Oh.
M, G. You've put 909 in, though.
Oh, right.
So perhaps that's why.
18.
90.
Let's try 18.
We're just showing how the system worked there.
Yeah. Doing a
So
demonstration.
it's on the
door with a star.
door of the start we saw in the box. 23. Because otherwise we hadn't actually seen that door.
Yeah.
No, that's a lie. It was on this card as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, great. You open the door. Dang, that took long enough. Really?
Dang.
Strong room. You follow a
Strange room.
You're right.
Strange. Strange pronunciation of strange.
Strange room. You follow a corridor but don't get far. Before you stands a gigantic Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Ooh. Is it Minotaur? It is Minotaur, but how can't you say Minotaur as
We're
well?
on a Minotaur, aren't we?
At first he seems taken aback, then sullen, then hopeful. It's a entire story. His body is half man, half bull, and he looks awfully powerful.
You'd think.
Now take riddle card G and turn to pages 6 and 7.
All right.
Okay, so pages 6 and 7 are riddle
We can also
card.
get rid of our cool room. We're going to see
Yeah.
our Minotaur. Answers on a postcard, please, about how you think that should be pronounced.
Do not turn a page until you've solved this puzzle. Minotaurus, and there are some bats, some text. Shall we have a look at the card first?
Love that.
Or shall we look at the text? Oh, there we go.
There we are.
Oh, right.
Ooh,
It's
colours.
another view of him, but with some stuff on the
There
floor.
is some stuff on the floor.
Halt! You cannot pass here!
Oh my gosh, that
The
was
Guardian has forbidden me from letting anyone through. That's bossy newspaper, isn't it? An ancient magic spell binds us to this cursed spot. If you can solve my riddle, I will let you pass. But many have failed here. Too many. Very well. You want to try?
I do.
He's very civilised, the Minotaur, isn't he?
Quite friendly.
Oh, hello, guys.
Hi.
The Minotaur stamps the ground with his right hind leg, and as if by magic, several coloured gemstones appear before him, along with a pencil. Here's the pencil. Oh, we're joining them in
Lovely.
order. Do you see them? The coloured gemstones? These belong straight away to this riddle. I tell you, you'll want the eyes of an eagle, or you will encounter the wrath of the bats. All right, then, get started on finding the solution. You don't have much time left, otherwise the curse will hit you all. Arrange one by one in order, beginning with the smallest and ending with the largest. They got fed up putting italicized words inside of the
I think
text,
so,
didn't they?
yeah, they did, yeah.
With that, the Minotaur goes silent, but he keeps his eyes on you, makes no move to let you pass. He seems to be waiting patiently for something. Perhaps your solution.
I noticed that the eyes of the bats are different colours.
Oh,
Yeah.
well spotted. Yes, white, blue, etc. So the italicised words actually say there's none until we get to straight away, right? Mm-hmm. Straight away, eyes, bats.
That was my dead giveaway, to be honest.
Then solution, beginning with the smallest ending with the largest. But B is not italicised, so it's actually eginning. Arrange eginning with the smallest ending with the largest.
So do we join the red to white to...
Yes, with straight lines, presumably.
I guess.
Now, permanent marker or not?
You can do permanent marker if you want, but...
This is red, this is white, yes?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I would double
And then
check.
green?
Then green, then light blue.
It sort of came out. Where's light blue?
Just here, I think.
Oh, we're crossing letters. M-U.
Yeah. Then yellow.
Perhaps I'll write these down. M-U-R. Then yellow. Where's yellow? Here. Mm-hmm. I should probably be using a ruler for this.
It's a bit late for that now, isn't it?
I say that was T. Mart.
Mert?
No, Mert.
Mert. Purple.
Where's purple? I feel I need a ruler for that one.
That seems sensible.
Right, yellow to purple. It's definitely N.
And then orange.
I just rubbed this out with my giant hand. Merton. I don't know if this is actually
When you
spelling
talked
anything.
about...
I think what's left is 105.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's going to be what's...
But orange, then orange, which is here, right? Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then to dark blue.
Which is here.
Yeah.
So we've crossed out all the letters. I didn't cross that out very neatly. We've crossed out all the letters apart from I, O and S, and not coincidentally, they look like the numbers 1, 0
They don't
and
look
5.
that much like the numbers 1, 0 and 5, but I agree that
And then we arrange from smallest to largest, so it's 0, 1, 5.
If 0 is small...
Under the moon. 0 is definitely smaller than 1.
Of the
If you don't believe that, I'm happy to look after all your
moon.
things you only have one of, so you can have a better number of 0 than...
5 is what comes up there.
Right,
0,
5.
1, 5 under the moon.
Right.
Silliness happening at Puzzle HQ.
And we have seen it on the Minotaur.
Under your thumb.
16.
You called him a Minotaur. How did it feel?
It felt alright.
Okay.
You were fantastic. They're very friendly, these people.
What a sweet
You are
guy.
fantastic.
You don't meet many
says the Minotaur
Minotaurs
with a
these
smile.
days.
Now go, but you better hurry. If you want to make it to the exit on time, you still have quite a distance to cover.
Oh.
You give your thanks to the Minotaur and continue on your way. The path makes a few bends, but there are no forks. You make an abrupt stop. A huge section of the path is missing from the ground in front of you.
Uh-oh.
You can hardly dare to look down. The hole is gigantic. There's lots of gigantic things in
There's
this.
a lot going on.
Floating next to you, you see a couple of stone slabs. Take middle cards H to K, H-I-J-K, from the stack and turn to pages 8 and 9.
Spooky.
I nearly showed another card there. Right, I didn't know. 8 and 9. So
Right, we
I'll
can get
do
rid of
that.
our pal.
Ooh, it really is a gigantic. This reminds me of one of our puzzles in the fantasy puzzle book.
Yes,
Yes.
available in all good bookshops, because all bookshops are good. Right.
And there's some numbers here and a
There are.
stopwatch, I think it
73
is.
of 2.
And some X's.
Panic. Right. H, lowercase I, J, and K.
All right, let's see what's on them.
Let's see what's on them. I always put them out, just, oh my goodness.
Ah, cut. As all grown-ups say when refer to cutting out. So we've got letters, and we have to arrange them in some order, and probably we don't really need to cut them out.
I think we probably just
I'm guessing
like
we're dumping them over there, yeah.
Oh, can we cut them out? It's much more fun.
Go on then. Yay. Here's some scissors.
Thank you. Fast forward.
Right, that's everything. Now, we
Alright.
noticed on the process that some of them, a couple of them anyway, 2 perhaps.
It's just one, yeah.
Oh, it's got an arrow on
it's
the
2,
end
yeah.
to show it connects into something else. Now, I think we're just going to spell a message out here. How it connects into this and this, I don't know yet. But clearly, we have art at the top because it's only 3-letter words. I've lost art. Oh, it's under. No, where's it gone?
It's here, it's here. It's a metaphor.
Art is in the eye of the beholder. Nature. What's this X for? Well, maybe it'll come to us in a minute. Time at the bottom, perhaps. I feel I'm going to need to tape these down. Well, I'm guessing they go in the holes, but it looks eyeballing it. Like they have roughly the right number of letters.
Yeah.
Some of these, this is a really long word, reservation. Where does that go? So we've put them all in the gaps.
So X down, assessment.
You're reading, there's 2 X's.
Find-
Which X are you reading? You're reading
I'm
this
reading
X
that one.
down.
That one is assessment.
Assessment.
And then
there's
that
an
one
X
says
there.
find.
Find assessment.
Find assessment.
So maybe we can chase the word, read the word assessment in here. Yeah, we can, vertically. You can also read find reservation assessment. Is this relevant?
Is this anything to do with the back where it tells you how you've done based on how many clues you took, or you give yourself a rating?
You're saying at the back of the book there's a timing thing.
Does it say anything about assessments there? The word assessment is there written at the top.
Oh yeah, find assessment. You're quite right. Oh right, so find assessment is what we get from here.
Yeah.
And then we have 73 minutes / 2 hints, right? Which is 8 stars, right?
Yeah.
I haven't zoomed in on that.
Yeah.
But 73, so let's just write it down. 8. So
70, I can do it in here.
If you took 73 minutes and had 2 hint cards, according to the table at the back, you would have 8 stars out of 10 for the game.
Yep.
If you took 128 minutes, which is over 2 hours, so that's this column.
And you took 3 help cards.
Then you'd be here, which is 5 stars, right?
That's, yeah. Yep.
And if you took 64 minutes and had 3 help cards, then you'd be here, which is 7 stars, right?
I think you're
So
right.
reading from the top to bottom of this stone, we have 857. So we think that's the answer 29, but we're not going to move this until we're right.
Nobody breathe.
Yeah,
Everyone stay cool.
You might guess this without reading this, mightn't you? 857. Wait, not 857, 29. You might guess that you're looking at the times at the back of the book because of the time symbol.
Maybe.
So there are 2 clues to it, right? There's a timer here, which does definitely match that symbol there.
It does.
So you don't really need to find assessment.
Does that come across anywhere else, though?
Well, it's obviously helping you 2 ways. So we've got 29, and we are on this picture here, which tells us to take card 4. And I feel this must be correct.
Do you think so? I'm going to see if I can see that timer.
Fascinating. As if by magic, the stone slabs slide together.
Yay.
Together, even.
Together? Who's
You
together?
can continue on your way. After a few yards, a bunch of spiders comes crawling out of the corridor on your right. You have the vague feeling that they are following you. They must know their way around pretty well amongst these walls. Yes, spiders are well known for that. Fortunately, they are pretty slow. Spiders are famously fast because they've got 8 legs, right? But they are small, perhaps.
Would that make you slower or faster?
Faster. Fortunately, they're pretty slow. You hurry along. You laugh as you turn the next corner and then stop, petrified. A bit of Medusa there. What on earth is that? Oh, not literally petrified. Take riddle cards L and M from the stack, along with the 4 strange items from the edge of the table. Oh, I see in the instructions it probably tells you to press them out and put them at the edge of your table.
Maybe.
And turn to pages 10 and 11. So we need...
Maybe you're right about Medusa, because she would petrify us.
The 4 stones are... Oh, yes, and she has snakes in her hair. You've got 3 snakes and a
drawing
pin.
Yeah. And riddle cards L and M. Did it say we can turn the page or not?
Yes, turn to pages 10 and 11. So we have to kick all that off.
Bye. Just put them graciously over here.
Oh, look, it is
there
Medusa.
she is. Spooky.
10 and 11. And I need to press out the snakes.
Sneaky snakes.
Which have got holes in the middle. Which makes me think perhaps we pin them in place and turn them round or something.
Yeah, maybe you cover certain things.
And then we need the drawing pin as well, which I will get out of the bag when you turn over the riddle card that I see you've taken.
Yes. Riddle cards L and M. L for Laura, M for Mora. Okay.
And here's the drawing pin.
There's a drawing pin. Here's one we made earlier, except we didn't actually make it. Right. Medusa must be an impressive age. How many do you think might have met their doom here? How long do you think she's been around?
Which one are you reading? This one?
Yeah.
Yes, so we have age, how many, and how long. So we've got these arrangements of snakes, somehow, right? To do 3 maths calculations, apparently, somehow connected with these pictures. And clearly the colours correspond with the snakes. I'm clearly pinning them in place, but beyond that, I don't know. What does this say?
I kind of understand how these would combine, but I'm not sure about this.
Before you, a terrifying head emerges from a crack in the wall. The eyes of the woman are bound, but the snakes on her head seem to observe you alertly. Just as you're about to try sneaking past, the head speaks with a shrill voice. You want to pass by me? Then tell the numbers 1, 2, 3. First pin, my darlings, nice and tight, for they have fled away from sight.
Subtle cluing there.
Is the hissing of the snakes becoming louder and more wrathful? Yet Medusa continues undeterred. So, on the box, you'll lay my head, then all else on top, just like a bed. I'm going to start talking normally. Consider where the jaws should be. They're hungry, so move carefully. The numbers can be found elsewhere. Go find them then. Get out my hair. For this is no mere calculation, so go and seek the explanation. At that, the wild writhing and hissing stops, and a strange marking appears on the tails of one of the snakes. Well, this has got 2 heads. Are they double-sided?
They've both
It's got two tails. I'm just wondering, there's actual, like it says start on one of them, or something. It says a strange marking. There's actually no, apart from the fact they're very strange in themselves.
Something about putting it on the box. Was that just so we have something to pin it
Does
to?
have a marking on. I wondered if it mentioned the box so that we were just not pinning it into the desk.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But it is possible.
Do you want the bottom of the box or the top of the box?
The top of the box, I would say.
Okay.
All right, so let's pin her on top. And where do the snakes pin to? Oh, there's an X.
Yeah.
And does it matter what order
I'm just
they're
going to have a
in?
look in the bottom of the box just to see if there's any numbers knocking about in here. Because there's snakes on here.
Snakes on a plane.
Oh, ideally not.
I've not actually watched that movie.
What about the instruction book?
Right, here we go. It's pinned.
We're in.
So, well, let's start with the arrangements. So we've got A, B, and C, and they obviously show us where to put things because, well, I say obviously because there's 2 heads. Oh, maybe only one end.
Oh, but maybe only one head. So
I've put the silver at the bottom, so let's turn that first. We've got it on the snail. Where's the snail? Here. Well, that head doesn't line too well with it. I can make that head eat the snail, right?
Okay.
And then the bronze one is the fox, which is here.
Yeah.
So that bronze head's eating the fox. And the gold one needs to be on the spider, which is on the left, not where you're pointing, which is up the top. So there we go. That is A for sure.
So
is that one of these symbols?
I wonder. Yeah, I'm like, why have we got these?
So there's only 3. Maybe they make a number somehow. We'll work out how to make a number, perhaps. But what is... Maybe it says something? I don't know. Age, how many, how long?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. How long?
So this is definitely the arrangement. And which arrangement is it? Is it one of these 3 arrangements? Yes, it's this one, right?
This one.
So we can label that, just so we for posterity, as A, yeah?
As A.
Does that arrangement appear again? No, it doesn't, does it? Obviously, we've only got the letters A, B, and C. So we're not really going to spell anything here, unless it's kababab.
Yeah, although this blue marking here must be a callback to something. It must be... that can't be a coincidence that there's all that blue stuff. So there must be something that's formatted like that.
Ah, but there were blue marks on the box. And the answer cards are blue.
I'm looking at like a 2-tone blue.
Yes, here on the back. It's this thing. You found it.
I know, I'm just taking all this out of the box. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's this, isn't it? It's definitely referring to this. Age is 10 plus.
Oh.
Players 1 to 4.
So that's 1 and 0. Yeah.
So it's 10. Age is 10 plus. It's not maths at all.
It's not.
Age is 1 to 4.
So we know that A is 4.
Yes.
Great.
And then we've got
6, 5, 120.
6, 5 to 1, 2. Oh, well done. Well thought through.
Great.
Yeah, so we're finding something that matched, which is this. We don't need this anymore.
We don't need that anymore. Super.
Yeah, that's why it says age, how many, and how long.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the age.
The age limit, how many players you need.
That's how many,
and how long
that's
it takes
how
to
long.
play.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It was literally just the formatting that made me think we've got to be looking for that somewhere because they are very clever and helpful, I think, in the way that they match up.
Yes, I think it's a
typefaces
nice
and colours
touch.
and formatting and stuff like that.
Because you could solve it eventually by brute force and looking for stuff. But having the hints makes it much fairer and more fun.
Yeah,
so
motivated.
we know what we're doing on this
So
puzzle
A is
now.
4. Great.
So now
love
we're
that.
using
So B.
so then
on the
the head
bottom?
eats
So
the
that
frog or the
frog.
toad. And then
And a wolf.
I'll
down
turn the
here.
bronze one next. Okay, the
sorry,
wolf.
yeah.
Where's the wolf's down here, right? Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't reach. So it's this one. I think I will turn the bronze one next.
Yeah, fine.
The bronze is the rabbit, yeah?
Yeah.
That's going to be this other one. Yep, that's eating it now. And then the gold one's eating the... Gosh, it's hard to turn without knocking the others. There.
Wolf, so frog here. Rabbit
That's
there. Wolf there. And that gives us...
Which one of these pictures is it? Is it the
I think
first
this
one?
one. Oh yeah, they're the same. 1.
Ah, yes.
It's 1.
So B is 1.
Fun, this is good. Liking this.
That must be here as well. And then C is...
Unicorn.
Yes, silver's on the unicorn, which
Unicorn's
is
at the bottom.
here.
I think it's bronze is on the unicorn actually.
Okay, bronze on the unicorn. Silver's on the butterfly.
Which is up here. And then gold is on our stag, which is just here.
So that gives us that arrangement, which is...
I think is 5, would you say?
Yes, it's quite small, but I think it is
quite small.
5. Yeah, 5 for sure. Yeah.
So it's 4, 1, 5?
Yes, so that's C. So we think 4, 1, 5, yeah.
Great!
For the square.
For the square.
They all helpfully have the square icon on, so you don't even need to work out the go
unbelievably pleasing to solve, I would say. 4, 1, 5. You know, when you just think, yes, I'm definitely on the right track, I'm
That's
doing the right
11.
thing. Gives us 11.
Yes. Once you found the stuff on the back of the box.
Yeah, I like that. I like it confirming that you're on the right track.
So Medusa, 21. Good riddance.
Oh,
Exhausted, you leave Medusa behind you. You're very friendly with the other people, Medusa not so much. You're happy to have escaped the snakes. Soon you're standing at a fork again. Will it never stop? You go to the right. No, a dead end. Just as you're about to turn around, out of the corner of your eye, you see an old wooden crate at the end of the corridor. It's locked, of course. Mm-hmm. The crate's normally locked. I think they just feel... Anyway. But you were curious and in full-on riddle mode.
I always am.
Maybe you could open the lock. Next to the crate, you find a few notes.
okay.
Oh, wait.
Can you tell me what they are?
Take read on cards, enter Q from the stack. Do not turn to the next
Don't
page.
turn the page.
Right.
Okay. Right, we can get rid of Medusa.
Yes.
Off she pops. Her and her mates. Still got the book. We're going to remove the box for now. And we can get rid of this as well. Great. N-O-P... Q.
Right, what have we got here? Now, do we need the... If we needed the book, it would be only the Medusa page, or can we turn back to earlier pages?
Yeah, I think we can, because aren't these the people that we had before? This is our tooth.
You think we've seen these earlier in the book?
Yeah, right on that
Well, no,
page.
it doesn't make actual sense to turn back. Oh, it makes sense to turn to the cover of the book, though. Yeah.
That's what I meant by right at the beginning.
Oh, right, sorry. So this is to tell us where the object is. We're trying to open this chest, so I don't think we need that other than for this.
So I'm noticing also that they say 1, 2, and 3.
So I think we're drawing circles around these things.
Or do you not think it's the intersection of these words?
Oh, yes.
It's treasure.
Oh, it's got right dots underneath. I didn't even see that. Oh, it literally tells us on the front of the box what they are. So we've got treasure, and we've got whatever this is, a twig. Maybe I'll write the whole word in. Treasure, twig, bow.
Dragon?
Is it a dragon? It is a dragon. It says so up here off the top of the screen. Dragon. And we're looking for the intersections.
Is it what they've got in common?
Maybe it's what they've got in common.
That's a W. That's an O. This is going to be 2, isn't it?
So the point you're making is that treasure and twig have a T in common. And then twig and bow have got a W in common. And bow and dragon have got an O in common. So we're doing an intersection on the set of letters. And 2 is a lovely answer. Makes sense, right?
Lovely.
Now here we have a
pleasing puzzle.
Not a rose. Oh, it is a rose. I was going to say it's a seal, but it's not. It's a rose. And a woman.
It's got an O in common. So I think this is probably going to be 1.
It must be. Woman and...
Vine.
Yes, vines. And as you say, the letter they have in common is an N. And then a dog. And it's actually a bear.
I think it's a bear.
And the letter they have in common is an E.
Yay.
Now we spell 1 across the bottom
Lovely.
there.
So we've got 2 and 1 so far. And the
then
last
3
one
we
got
have...
tooth.
Not that, yes, it's tooth, not goblin. You wouldn't have guessed that, would you, I think, without the
No.
diagram.
Tooth.
And spinning top.
Thread.
Oh, thread. It's
Can't
here.
see, but it's there. And I'm guessing fire.
So T is in common. Is it fire? It is fire. It says so here. Fire. And what have they got in common? They've got an E.
Hang on. Tooth has got T and H in common with
Ooh.
thread.
And threads and
has
fire got R and E in
E.
common. If we take them in order, they are written. And I'm guessing this is seal.
And it's got an E in common.
Yeah, half. And it's got an E in common. So we've spelled 3.
So I guess for these ones, you could have put those in a different order. You could have put the letters that are in common in a different order, right?
You mean you could have written H-T-E-R-E?
Yeah.
Yes. But if we take them in the order
But it's still...
they are in the word,
Yeah.
it spells 3. So anyway, clearly the answer is 2, 1, 3 to that puzzle.
Yay!
So
okay.
we need the
Where
Y.
are we? We're in the Y.
Yeah.
And it's 2. 1. Could have done that backwards. 2, 1, 3. Gives us 20.
Oh, let's open it at 20. And it is on this box here.
It is on this box that we've discovered that we've
19.
decided to open because we're in full riddle solving mode.
You're right, that is what it said. Click! The chest springs open.
3.
You find a small, strange box with a label. Exit the Cursed Labyrinth. You've become quite the experts on the topic of Cursed Labyrinths. The box might come in handy, so you put it in your pocket. You run back out to the dead end until you come to the previous path, where you go right. But soon you have another decision to make. In one corridor, the walls are crumbling. There's a huge pile of rocks on the ground. You better leave that one alone. Keep in mind you are never allowed to enter passageways with piles of rocks and broken walls. You keep going straight.
Add that to our list.
Yeah, we've got a list in the book, haven't we?
I have got a list, yeah.
Piles of rocks and broken walls. Let's just write that down now. It's right at the start, wasn't it? We wrote it down.
Yeah, we put it on the front page, I think. Rocks from broken walls, but maybe rocks from regular walls is fine.
Rocks from broken
I'm guessing the whole thing's made of rocks.
walls, yes. Right. And
Okay, then it says take riddle card R.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
And turn from the
And
stack.
turn to pages 12 and 13.
Great.
There we go. Oops, and throw
Oh my
the cards
gosh,
away as
jumping
well.
cards. They're keen to be acknowledged.
Right, let's have a look at the riddle card first.
Okay. There it is. Oh.
So it's a box. And we have A has got... Oh, it's the stuff we saw on the side of the maze earlier.
Yeah.
So if we turn the page, we have... Ooh, mummy. And a sarcophagus.
Spooky.
It is spooky. And we have A for the hammer, B for the... Well,
We've seen all these.
we've seen all these.
Yeah.
We're either counting them or looking where they are in the box in some way. Suddenly you find yourself in front of a mummy, and to your horror, it's alive.
Wasn't expecting that, to be honest.
If you ever want to get... Yeah, not famously associated. If you want to get out of here, you will need the contents of this little case. Yes, that's right. Of course, you'll need 3 numbers to open it. But do you know which ones? I thought not, sneers the mummy. One of you makes a move to grab the sword from the ground. Hey, you, roars the mummy. Don't touch the weapons. The weapons are supposed to remain in pairs right where they are. Now start. My patience has limits. Of course you may use your own weapons. You have your own small box, after all. With that, the mummy stops speaking and stares at you defiantly. Where will we find these numbers? You wonder as you start to figure out the riddle.
Okay.
So we have these symbols on the box. And we're joining them in pairs, is my understanding. Should I have a look at this on the camera?
I guess so, yeah. I'm just trying to remember if we had some on... Yeah, we've got some on here as well.
All right, so some of these symbols that show in the picture on here, there's a shield, for example.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Got but also the hammers on here.
Maybe we'll put them next to each other like that. I don't know why.
If we put them... Well, they don't go together anyway, do they? So we're looking for... What does this hammer go with? It goes with a spear.
Maybe the gold bits are relevant, the bits that are lit up with fire.
Or where's the spear? Is that what we're looking for?
Well, I was
Have you
looking for
got the
any of
spear?
them. Why are you looking for the spear in particular?
Because the hammer, it says they have to stay in pairs. And the
Oh,
hammer
you
and
think the
spear
hammer's
are
with
in
the spear?
pairs.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So,
We've got the spear
supposed
there.
to match them up like that.
The spear and the
Are
hammer.
they going to make numbers? Look, you can match.
Oh, yeah, you can-
Actually, there's a little bit of the spear on there. I don't know if you can see this. On
Yes,
camera.
there. You're right. Is there a path between them?
Is that a 4 there?
Oh, yeah, but they overlap here.
Yeah.
You slightly overlap, but we
Can
can't
you just give me
overlap
some
the
tape because it's
boxes.
really hard to.
Yeah, the boxes won't overlap, will they?
So, that's them stuck together more or less. I was wondering if that was a 4 there. Do you think?
Oh, interesting. Did you make the ends of the... Do you reckon this is the bottom of the
Yeah.
spear?
I
Because
do.
if so, if that was to go underneath, does it is there like a path between them along the walls of the maze is what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is, do we think this is the same... If we think that, it doesn't quite line up, does it? But if we think that is the same as the bit underneath, then you could trace the walls of the maze, and apart from the not sticking up bit, you get a 4, right?
It's whether you went to go through the maze.
Or through the wall.
Should we have a
bugs
look at the
walls.
other ones and see if any of them are clear?
Yeah, they might be
what
clear,
they
mightn't they?
are.
So we've got this
Sellotape
green
helped us there. We've got
shield.
the green shield. So we'll have one each, shall we? So we've got the green shield and
got the green
sort
shield.
of mace. So we've got that there.
All right,
and
and the
they're
mace
meant to
goes.
look.
Yeah, the mace goes this way on top, right? And slightly to the sides. So the mace does sort of line up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, but what does that look like?
I don't know. It must be making a number somehow.
Oh, is it all of it? Is that meant to be an 8?
Oh, in the middle.
We're meant to be looking elsewhere. once we've done
Yes,
that.
I think so.
That looks like an 8 to me.
It does look like an 8. So let's
Okay, so
write
the second
that
one is
down.
8.
Let's write that down.
Put that on here if you like.
Yeah, or here.
Okay, fine.
Only because it's closer to me.
So should we go
go
back to the
first one,
original?
yeah.
Get rid of my sellotape. So if we put those together, does it make... Oh yeah, it makes a lovely 1. Oh, you can't see that on camera. Sorry, guys. There we go. It
makes a
there's
nice
a
1
1
there,
there.
doesn't it?
There is a lovely
Yeah.
1. So
Yeah.
that would be the first one. So 1.
Right.
You can put 1 on your...
1 on A. 1, 8, and then we need to join together the sword and what I'd say was a battle axe.
Yeah, I've got the battle axe.
All right, I'm looking for the sword.
Do you think it's
then.
called a battle axe because it looks like it's got a bit of a bat in it?
No, I think because you'd use it for a battle. as opposed to chopping down trees.
Well, I think that's a boring explanation.
Have you got you've got the battle axe? So I'm
There it
looking for the
is.
sword.
You sure are.
I can't find it.
Have you
Is that
have you
it?
looked really hard? Have you looked really, really hard? There we go, that's easier. I would say that's a 6.
You're looking here, yeah?
Yeah, what do you reckon? Can I have a look at the... Are they?
Yeah, sorry, I put my hand over it. They're like that.
Yeah, they are. I think that's a 6.
Or 5.
I think these two bits of the...
Middle will go together.
Yeah.
But then, the 6.
Because there would be separation there.
I think 6 is most likely. So you've got 186.
Sorry to overrule.
No, I think you're right. This is a discussion. Conversation.
It is a discussion.
186.
A dialogue.
Yes. Not a monologue.
Or a soliloquy. 186. 27, that
Well,
gives
they're both
us.
the same thing, aren't they?
One of them is to an audience and one of them is not to an audience.
I didn't know that. 27. I thought the soliloquy was just when you were being sad. It's this box
27.
here, so it's number 2.
Da-da. Yay!
You open the chest. Well, there we go.
You sure do. Inside you find a map. Does it show the labyrinth? You could jump for joy. Holding the map before you, you continue down the path. At the next fork, the right corridor has been rendered unpassable by a gaping hole in the ground. Suddenly, the goblin pops up again and yells at you. You've got to get out of here. Okay. You take the left branch. Soon, you're left standing in front of a door with exit written on it. Could that be the way out? It's locked. Written next to it, you see a poem.
Take riddle cards S and T and turns pages 14 and 15.
There's a lot going on in these kind of like interim periods between puzzles, isn't it? Real
Yes.
roller coaster of emotions and activities. Right, S and T, should we turn the page?
Okay, let's do
Or
that
do you want
first.
to do that?
No, let's do that. Oh, it's the last pair of pages in the book, just to be clear. And it is a nice, meaty looking labyrinth. Well, not
Actual
that meaty.
labyrinth.
And it's got some of the things we've
Ah,
encountered.
yes, spiders and rocks and goblins and rats.
And it says at the top, in small writing, we're meant to fold it. 1 forward, 2 backwards, 3 forward, 4... We're meant to fold this maze, aren't we? Fold the pages, along
I
the
guess
lines.
so. Should we have a look at what's going on in
let's
S and T and then
yeah.
it might tell us...
Helpful. You're standing at the exit door, recalling all that came... Is it a rhyme? It's rhyming. You're standing at the exit door, recalling all that came before, such as the path that took you there. So why not draw it, if you dare? Once you have it, here's a hint, just shrink the map of the labyrinth. Merely shrinking will suffice. No scissors needed to cut or slice. Then sort the numbers, yes indeed, from small to large is what you need. Still having trouble, not quite sure? Then here's the final certain cure. That does not rhyme. Just see what's written on card T, and all will end quite happily.
So, I'm guessing from that, what we'll need to do is trace out the path and then we concertina it, and it will reveal numbers.
Right, and also I noticed on here is that some of them are underlined.
Yeah.
So there is a 2-letter word, a 4-letter word, 2-letter word, etc. 6, 3, 2, and then 3 and 4. So possibly we're selecting these words from some other cards. Do you think we're taking card X?
This one? That is the same.
Oh, the way they've written X?
Yeah.
Is it always written like that?
I don't know. Do you want to try and find a wrong answer card?
Yeah, it's always written like that.
No, it's not. It's a slightly different colour. That's a sort of...
Ooh,
red,
you're right.
orange.
Okay, let's have a look at X.
What do you reckon? No.
Well, it's not. Doesn't help us. Oh, it has some letters on it. It says AOE on the right.
It does.
It does rather suggest you take X, doesn't it?
It does rather.
Right, so here we go. We're shrinking the maze and finding a way through.
Different.
It is different. I 100% agree. Let's start by shrinking the maze and drawing a path through it that obeys the rules we've encountered before.
I think you shrink it afterwards. Draw it first, then shrink it. Once you have it, here's a hint: just shrink the map of the labyrinth.
Okay, fine. No, fair enough.
Otherwise, I think we'll end up with the wrong labyrinth.
So we're avoiding goblins, rats, spiders, and rocks and broken walls. So
Great.
we're starting here.
Yeah. Lovely. Towards 4, we've been there. Took the starfish.
Oh, we did take the starfish. We know that, right?
Yeah. Then
Avoid the goblin.
Can't do spiders.
Avoid the
We have been
spiders.
through the left. We can go through that
Yeah, we
room.
went through here.
Been past the Minotaur.
Whatever that is, we've been
That
through
was
it.
the floor with the things. Can't go where
Avoid
the spiders
spiders. That's the Minotaur. We did go up here and back.
are. So we're here.
It even has a little Y on it. Avoid the rocks that have fallen from the wall. Avoid the goblin, and we get to the exit. Right?
Yeah, we did go to this. We did find a gaping hole. Did we come back?
Ah, did we go to the gaping hole? Well, let's put dash there. We'll
Possibly that. And then
we fold it, right?
we fold it.
So this is backwards. And the other
Make
bit,
sure you don't rub out any of the root.
yes. And that's forwards here. Let's try and do that more neatly. It already looks like a
It's like
3.
a nice 3, doesn't it?
And then on this side.
This is cool. I'm really enjoying
Forwards.
this one.
And backwards, which I obviously don't need the wrong way round.
Yeah.
Backward that way. And forward this way. What do we end up with? 2, 5, 3, yes?
Yeah.
That's not very neat, but 2, 5, 3.
It's an elegant puzzle.
Yeah, you could have solved it like that. It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
2, 5,
what
3.
we want on the diamond?
Yes. I said yes, but I've got no idea. I
2,
can see it on the door here and
5,
on here.
3.
There we
That
go.
gives us 14.
It does give us 14. What's the purpose of this card then?
I don't know. I think maybe it will come back later.
Yeah, maybe. It's the one time in this game.
But
we've
it's
been
for this diamond, though.
Oh.
So maybe it will tell us something. I mean, let's see. Let's see what 14 gives us.
Yes. That's a good point. Oh, did it say in order to store?
No, it's going to take us to a wrong card. And then we'll use the words on the wrong card.
What?
I think this process now will take us to a card with a big cross on it.
Oh gosh, you're clever. Okay, I think you're right. So we've got to 14,
14.
and we saw it here on the exit door, 24.
Yeah.
And you think there's another stage to it? It's going to say
Yeah,
we're
I
wrong.
think it's going to say that we're wrong, but we're not actually wrong.
That was close, almost. Yes, practically on target.
Is that right?
But when all is said and done, nevertheless wrong. Unfortunately, this code is not correct.
No, but it's not. The words don't match up.
It's almost the same. Well, yes, they don't match up. Because if we were just reading the words that matched up, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Well, we definitely have 2, 5, 3 here. And it doesn't give us a... Let's write that down. It doesn't give us a different order in here, does it? It just says weapons... No, that's the wrong one. Wait, where was the instruction? Where were the instructions, beg your pardon? Does it tell us what order to write them in?
Oh,
Then
yes.
sort the numbers,
Small
yes
to large.
indeed, from small to large. I did say that, but
I
then
think this is still going to happen then.
I checked on here for
Small
the
to large.
instructions.
So it's 2, 3, 5.
That one was actually wrong.
That one was actually wrong.
Right.
I was devastated then because that takes us to 25.
25,
Because
yeah.
I thought that would be really clever if it takes us to the wrong card, and then I was sad that they didn't match up.
25. Ah, there we go. Answer card 25 again. You must not be in much of a hurry to get out of the labyrinth. So the underlined ones
It says 25
are here. 25
must
must
be pushed out of
and then down here.
the disc.
The disc. 25 must be pushed out. See the disc on camera. 25 must be pushed out of the disc. What does that mean?
It's perforated.
Oh, it gives you another answer card.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you push it out and you'll see something beneath it.
Yeah.
You going to do it?
No, do you want to do it? I think you might need a tool.
So 25 is on the penultimate disc. So when we push it out, we'll see the number underneath it, which is 8. So let's just test this anyway.
So I was saying I think you might need a...
It's not very well perforated, is it?
Well, I suppose it's got to be pretty. It's pretty solid. I thought you had a tool that you might be able to use, like this one.
I have got tools. But I wanted to prove I could do it without a tool.
Oh, I see. That's why I gave it to you. Otherwise, I could have tried
It really
myself.
doesn't go easily, does it? There we go. Oh, whoops.
Having destroyed the whole thing.
It doesn't. It's not actually perforated. Well, if it's meant to be...
It definitely is.
Oh, it's not very well perforated. 'Cause look how hard I've pressed that now. Oh, there we go. Got it. Right, it finally came out.
Great. Oh, that was cool. What a cool twist. Also,
Yes.
I'm really glad that I predicted this correctly.
Yes. Right, we'll put it back together now.
In the end. Although, it not being riddle card X is a bit confusing.
Right, and we had 2, 5, 3, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the
So, as you say, it probably
diamonds.
should be 8.
2, 5, 3. I obviously can't align things
2,
very
3,
well.
5.
Oh, 2, 3, 5.
Because we ordered it wrong.
We ordered it wrong the first time. Yeah, I knew that. I remembered it said about an ordering, but then I checked here to look for the ordering instructions, not realising I was seeing the page before.
Got there in the end. 2,
8.
3, 5. Yay! Okay, so now
So
we
this
take
must
out
mean that
card
we've
A.
now escaped, right?
Hopefully.
Because there were no more riddle cards. You've got more riddle
I got
cards
more
to
riddle
take.
cards.
Okay, I'm wrong. And we saw it on the door.
On the exit.
3.
Ta-da.
That's actually it.
Yay!
Extra cards must be like awards or something.
Oh, fun.
The door opens with a creak. You have done it.
Yay!
Just as you're about to run inside, you hear a voice from above. It's the Guardian sitting on the wall. Where are we running inside? Aren't we trying to get out of the
I think
maze?
we're about to run inside of the castle in safety.
Oh, it's the Guardian on the wall. This time he's really smiling. Congratulations, heroines and heroes.
Yay.
You have broken the curse of the labyrinth.
Hooray.
On his cue, the ground suddenly shakes and you hear a stamping and cheering from inside the labyrinth. A little after that, the most remarkable creatures run past you. Dragons, goblins, gods, mummies, and lots of other things, rushing toward freedom. They dance. That's great. We've just released all that into the world. Well done, us. You have given us our
They
freedom.
were quite friendly, to be fair.
The Enchanted Forest is big enough for all of us. So we've played the Enchanted Forest, haven't
have.
we? We will live there together in peace and harmony. Take little cards U to Y, UVWX Y.
To be honest, all those guys, they were really nice to us and kind of helped us get out. Nobody threatened us. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot
Oh, I
here.
see. No, it's just, we've just got our rewards, I think.
Oh, that's what X was.
Yeah.
And some
Got
instructions.
different awards.
The Guardian returns his gaze to you, bends down and presses 4 odd coins into your hand. Here's a souvenir. Turn them over if you ever get stuck. With these words, they all say AoE on them, right? With these words, he spreads his wings and flies off in the direction of the forest. Fascinated, you remain briefly transfixed by what just happened in front of you. Then your gaze drops to your watch. Oh, so late already, said the White Rabbit. If you still want to catch the bus home, you'll have to get going.
I forgot we were waiting for the bus.
Each of you may take one of the coins and riddle cards V to Y. Hold on to them carefully. Who knows when you might lose your way again. They're just the same picture, aren't they?
They are.
Little tokens of what we don't know, as we call it. Don't know what to do with the leftover cards in the maze. Let's put an award on them. In the pack, let's put an award on
I
them.
think that's a very cynical view of the game.
Right, did you enjoy that?
I
did.
really did enjoy
That was a fun one. We didn't use this, did we?
We didn't use that.
I thought that this in the box, given it's printed with a picture, was going to be used for something. Did we
Yeah.
miss something?
Don't think
We've
so.
used all
We've
the
used all
riddle
the
cards.
cards.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really enjoyed that. The only thing I didn't like was the starfish puzzle.
Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun, I think.
Yes.
If you enjoyed it too, feel free to like the video. And if you're not yet subscribed, it'd be lovely if you felt like joining us. So click that button too, please.
Go for
and
it.
do please feel free to comment down below. We'd love to read your thoughts. If you solved this yourself in particular, we'd love to know how you got on and what you thought of it when you tried it yourselves.
Yeah, tell us. What did you think? What did you think of our solve? If you haven't solved it yourself and you've only seen us solve it, how do you think we did?
Well, there we go. I thought it was a fun one. Nothing too
Yeah, I liked
taxing.
that.
Some bits where we got a bit stuck. I think
Sometimes
that's the
you need
right...
to just rattle through something, and I really like everything was really sort of confirmed, motivated. I felt really ego boosted by this one. I felt like it was, you know, it had my esteem in its hands, and I liked it.
Yeah, I think a good puzzle, you get stuck, but then you get unstuck.
Yes.
It's when you get neither
Unstick
stuck
yourself.
nor unstuck that it's
I think just
frustrating.
knowing that you're on the right path is
Yeah.
nice.
Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that video. We've got lots of other videos like this, so maybe you can have a check out and see what we've got available. There's loads of Souls of Exit games, more still to come in the future as well.
Yeah. Check out
So-
the Enchanted Forest. That was what I was
That's
mentioning
true.
at the
We've
end
done
of
that one
this.
before.
That was a nice wholesome
Yeah.
one as well. Would recommend.
Well, there we go. Whether we see you in one of those past videos or one of our future videos, all that remains is for me to say goodbye.
And for me to say goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.